Afternoon, everybody. So today I'm wearing amber, and the reason I'm wearing amber is because I'm going to be talking about both of the amber behaviours, monitoring and directing at the same time. They're in a relationship. Now remember, the amber behaviours are the things that are going to keep you, your company and your people status quo, where they are, versus the green behaviours that are going to make things better, and the brown and red things that are actually going to make things go backwards. They're going to make things worse if you do them too much. So I want to talk about micromanagement. So a comment was made on one of my videos at the weekend and somebody mentioned the phrase micromanagement. And interestingly, they referred to them as, in brackets, a red behaviour. And actually it isn't. Red is where you take control of something, you carry out something yourself, or you make something. Now, micromanagement, you're not grabbing the reins yourself. Micromanagement is where the person who is being managed perceives that you are overly monitoring them or overly directing them. That's micromanagement. Okay, so first of all, it's not a red behaviour. It's an overabundance of amber behaviour as perceived from the person who is being managed. So there are a number of different types of micromanagement. There's the good micromanagement, the acceptable micromanagement, where somebody is really uncomfortable. The manager is uncomfortable that something isn't happening, and they are concerned about a time pressure or a quality pressure, and they feel the need to go in and look more and really check that things are happening out the way they should be. Now, there's nothing wrong with that at all. That is just a standard behaviour. If you were in a situation and a wild animal was prowling, believe me, you would look more because that's what you do. It's a natural thing to do. Let's just make sure, we'll look a bit more often to make sure that things are really safe, okay? It's okay. In the same way, when there are time critical pressures coming in, it's okay to overly direct, to give people instructions. Look, let's just get it done. Let's just crack on. There's nothing wrong with that in certain situations. Where micromanagement becomes a problem, though, is where the person who is being managed becomes overly aware of the increased monitoring or increased directing, and they don't believe it's necessary. Okay, that's micromanagement. Up until that point, up until the person has a problem with it, as in the person being managed has a problem with it, up until that point, it's just management. But it's when they perceive it's a problem themselves that it becomes micromanagement. So, what can you do? Well, the thing is, it's always about making the situation better. So, if you are a manager and you perceive the need to increase your level of monitoring or increase the level of directing, my first hint to you, my first suggestion to you, I would be directing you, would be to say, use some green behaviour. Communicate. Share new information with that person. If you perceive the need to monitor or direct more, simply tell them that you do and tell them why you feel it. That can have two really good potential consequences. One of them is it will just make them aware that there is a problem. That means they can be aware of it and they can try and address it. The other potential is that they may not be performing the way you expected because they may be experimenting with something. Okay, and if that's the case, it's not that they're inept, it's not that they don't have the capability, it's just that they're trying out something new. So by you saying to them, hey, well, I've seen some stuff, and I'm going to spend a bit more time checking things out, they might say, don't worry, I'm already on top of it, I'm just trying something new out. Okay, now should they have told you beforehand? Maybe. But this is about dealing with a situation that's right in front of you. Okay, so if you feel a need to micromanage, communicate with the person that you feel you need to micromanage and let them know. It could actually lead to a better place. The other thing is that if you are watching this and you are someone who feels micromanaged, again, use communicating. Green behaviour. Communicate with the person you feel is micromanaging with you. There's always a non-emotional, non-aggressive way of addressing it by saying, hey, I've just noticed something. You're monitoring me more or you're directing me more. Is everything okay? Is there something not happening that you're expecting? It can just open the communication channel, and that's so important and so powerful, and it can actually diffuse a situation before it even becomes one. So that's it. Micromanagement is necessary sometimes, but if you feel the need to do it, let them know you're going to do it. Okay? Amber behaviour can work, but green certainly does. Communicate if you're in doubt. That's it for today. Have a great day. Have a great week.